Today I'm working on a Stihl BG55 blower. This is their lower end machine from a few years ago. These are definitely not worth repair. This one does not start because it doesn't have a pull rope or handle and has other issues. Let's see if we can get it running. I'll start by re-roping the starter. It is missing the top screw here and the screw here because someone's been working on it. And we have the typical Stihl failure of the crankcase pan seal, causing a lean running condition, hard hot starting, and oily fuel thrown all over the machine. Fuel tank is completely dry. The air filter is fine. Top of the choke lever is broken. Because this machine and most Stihl machines use this open style of starter reel, you can sometimes re-rope them without taking the reel out of them. This actually still has the rope on it, so for testing, if we have enough rope here and the rope's not too badly damaged, I may just put the handle back on it. We'll give that a try. I've trimmed off the ragged end, so melt a little nicer end on it so I can work with it. You wind rope in the direction that it exits the machine, so there's the exit point there, so this rope travels in that direction. So we will wrap around the reel. And then we're going to use the end of the rope to rotate the reel again in the traveling direction to tension the spring. That's probably going to be too much for what we're doing. Poke the rope through and pull it through on the outside. We'll put our little loop here, make a loop. Stick another loop of the rope through it and let go of that. And we'll put a knot here at the end. Tail goes in first. Tight. Starter's on, fuel is in. Let's see if the carburetor will pump up. It will not. Let's do a quick test with some Tri-Flow and see if it'll run. Give it a little bit of choke. Ignition's on. Wow, that's a runner. Let's see if we can resolve this carburetor issue. To get the carburetor out, the handle needs to come off. And the starter comes off. Helps to have that boot off. Handle's broken at the top. we go. This came apart sort of backwards. Normally the trigger stays, and that pin right there stays. We will unhook, and then take the carburetor off. A couple 8mm nuts. Two hoses buried in crud. This is the outlet hose, return to the fuel tank. And on the back side, the inlet hose. Oh, that looks fantastic. Let's take a look inside our friend, the Zamma carburetor. Bone dry as expected. This is the pump side of the carburetor. Pump flaps look quite good. Diaphragm is good. Nothing in the screen, so that's good. Let's take apart the metering diaphragm side and find out why it won't draw fuel. There are check valves in this upper assembly, this black housing here, and the check valves will get stuck, so they no longer allow entry and exit of fuel controlled by how the two check valves work. There's our metering diaphragm, flexible and nice. See if we can get that to lift up. So that's nice and flexy. Zamma carburetors have these little Welch plugs in them that are glued in place with this sealant. It's almost like fingernail polish. And those little rings of sealant will break out of position, and they'll flow around in here, and they'll get underneath this metering lever. And so you'll have a carburetor that floods out all the time, and you'll take it apart and find these little floating excess areas of sealant. So it looks like the metering needle is working correctly. Usually it's impossible to do anything with this unit of the carburetor. But those are the two check valves. So we can push a little tri-flow through there backwards and then free them up with a slight bit of air pressure. They're really fragile, so there's generally no hope. This is the outlet. I'll show you how these carburetors work. This is fuel in, And the fuel comes in because the diaphragm here is moving and causing those pump flaps to cycle fuel, which then enters this little chamber right here where you see that screen. And then as this diaphragm is intermittently pressing on that lever, it lets fuel into this chamber, like the float on a float bowl style carburetor, and then fuel enters the engine via the jet you see there, and there's one right there also. The priming system is taking its fuel through that little orifice right there, through that gasket, through the hole in the diaphragm, and through that passageway right there, and it enters the carburetor via this check valve. This check valve has failed. I can blow through it in both directions, and so with this check valve not sealing off, this check valve won't pull fuel up through the carburetor. And unless you can get fuel to the inside of the carburetor, they won't fire up and run, which is the point of the primer bulb. It loads the carburetor with fuel so that the carburetor can begin to function, and then the engine takes over with that pulse from the crankcase operating those pump flaps. So I think without replacing this or putting a carburetor in it, this machine won't be savable. Just for grins, I've installed that top check valve section off of a BG86 carburetor, and it primed right up in a few pumps. It's too bad that fitting is facing the wrong direction. I'd leave it on there and just trim off the little atmospheric vent. With the pump area of the carburetor loaded up with fuel and using my finger as a check valve, it now works. Of course, it won't work properly, but I'm going to put it back together and we'll see how the blower actually runs. I dressed that pin on a wire wheel so that it fits back in and this trigger will run on it. So we'll take this hooked end and come in from the top. There we go. And it pivots nicely there. To do something with this broken handle, I took a screwdriver and pried that broken section of the handle apart and it popped back together, so that might be good enough for what we're doing here. The handle, because it's plastic, takes these coarse threaded let's put the starter on. And we'll see if it starts. Pushing the on-off switch rearward is ignition on. Choke lever out. Oh, we lost prime. Darn it. restart. Not bad for a bit of butchery. Yeah, check valves. Totally wiped out. Alright, I'll get a carburetor ordered for this, and it'll be back in service. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps you out.